I'm early. Just a little bit because I suck at my timing. Right about there. What's up? Whoever just logged in. I am a little bit early, so I'm just adjusting my camera right now. So I will be back over to the actual live here in a minute. Hope y'all are doing well today. It just started pouring outside. So I guess this is a good time to do a live video. Ugh. Well, not pouring, but it's raining anyway. What's going on, y'all? Oh, I did forget to do one thing. Let's see. I don't know if this is gonna work. Hold on. Okay, we're still there. All right. That's good. All right, gonna do a mic check. Can you hear me over here? If you would please comment on whether you can hear me over there or not. And let me check out this rain. Hey, Ian, I saw you pop up right before I walked off. Ugh. Well, it's dark and gloomy outside. I still have a couple of minutes before the actual start time. Hey, y'all. And that will give me time to figure out what the heck I'm doing. How are y'all doing today? Upcoming. I know it's upcoming. It's actually streaming. So, if I click on this, it says live. I want to go to it. I want to go to it. It was actually pretty this morning up until just like literally right before I started this broadcast. Okay, so this, if I go here, oh, I can't manage a stream. Well, so the stream's good. Okay, there we go, there we go. I will get better at this one day. Okay, got the audio going. Okay, I got some chat and public view. Let's just go to. Let's just go to my damn channel. There it is. Oh, there it is. Here I am. Let me mute this. Oh, there it is. Here I am. Let me mute this. Okay, so comments. Hey Ian, hey G Key Man, hey Ryan, hey King Street, hey Daryl and Carol. Torch, good morning. How is everybody today? I say that I titled this "It's Time to Get Better at This" because for the past couple of days, aside from it being busy as crap in the shop, I have been pondering the whole live thing because of lockpicking patrolman posting. Hey John Doe. Last week, apparently, not apparently they did, but several other people did live videos, and LPP had said that trying to make Saturday live videos a thing. So I'm going to go ahead and right now claim my 11 o'clock bracket. And yeah, claimed. Nobody else can take this bracket. Find another time. I'm just messing. Let's see what we got here. Who's joining in? Ryan, I'm good aside from this sudden rain, but at least I don't have any out work to do today. Yep, decline. Go make money. That's way more important. Good seeing you. Thanks for dropping in. It'll be here afterwards, so you can check up in on that. And we're just going to talk about a few things today. As I was just mentioning, I am trying to get better at this whole live thing because I do plan on making it since we are on number 6 now. I don't know why the thumbnail didn't work, but the thumbnail was supposed to be this. We'll figure all that out. I just hadn't had time this week. It's been crazy as heck, which is good for the shop. I mean, I've been busy nonstop and I hadn't had enough time to really do any videos. I've done videos, but I hadn't had enough time to edit and upload. So, yes, Torch says 11 o'clock to noon's mine. Michigan is raining, yes. Is it still cold up north? You know, I hadn't really paid attention to that, but is it getting, like all y'all's snow and everything's going away? Nice day, sunny and 10 degrees Celsius. That would put that at like 50-ish something. Yeah, that's about how it's been here, 60. But we're going to drop. Mississippi weather, as I've mentioned in other videos, is very sporadic, and we have been springtime for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But we are going to have another cold spell come in. So that's just common. We always have that April, Easter freeze. Really messes up the plants. And am I getting better at this? So I've been exploring options on doing actually like streaming. I'm trying to get it set up with one or another streaming type software. I want to bring in this camera. I want to bring in another angle for when the shop's empty and I want to go do stuff up there. I'm going to set up another camera in the top corner of the shop. And yes, be able to switch it and even put little commercials in between, whatever. So yes, that's what I'm currently working on. If I'm going to be doing the 6th one of these, or the 7th or 8th or 9th, in my opinion, if you've done something 5 or 6 times, then you should be getting pretty good at it, unless it's a long period of time. For example, Schlage wafer locks. Since you don't do that a lot, you always forget how to do it. But if you're doing something repetitively, like I have seemed to be doing with the Saturday morning lives, then you should be getting better at it. And I'm not better at it yet. So we're going to get better, guys. We're going to get better. Had snow last week, John Doe says. What's my favorite Pop-Tart? Mine, cherry, if I want a fruit flavored, and the chocolate for if I want a chocolatey taste. Yeah, we've got the comments from that, and that was something I was supposed to do yesterday, was wrap up that. We had 53 comments, so y'all have a, well, some of you have a better than 1 in 53 chance. I almost forgot that I have to go back on last week's live video and double up everybody's chances who commented there and who commented here, so this will just be my Sunday project. But had a few comments that didn't really do what they were supposed to do, so it wasn't just comment. It was say either what your favorite Pop-Tart was, and I knew, and that's what I mentioned in that last one, that I know some of you guys don't have access to Pop-Tarts, so just there's a compatible. Everybody has a compatible, and a few of you guys had mentioned, like especially overseas. Like Ian said, he had never tried Pop-Tarts, but he, they actually did what they could to actually apply. So a few of them was like brioche toast with strong coffee. I mean, that would have counted fine. I completely understand. Everybody doesn't have Pop-Tarts, which is probably a good thing for your health, even though they're incredibly healthy. So yes, I've got to go through the comments. We've got to pick a winner on that. So that'll probably be announced Monday, so that we can get it out the door. And now let's not get ahead of ourselves. What are you talking about, King Street? Who are you talking about? I saw you chastise me for not posting on Twitter yesterday. Happy Friday. Yes, it was that busy. I literally did not have time to do a whole lot of anything, or even prepare for this dang video, which I wanted to do. We're gonna start doing a clearer path here, guys. To make this professional. We're gonna get a clear path, and I'm gonna try to do like what do you want to see? What do you want to see for? What do you want to talk about during an actual live broadcast instead of it just being scatterbrained like this. Yeah. SE lock and key. 60 plus tax, but I don't have anybody available right now. I love it when you pick up the phone and they're bitching about somebody charging $80. I ain't paying no $80. Okay, well, you're gonna be paying something. Let's see. Oh well, I mean they're not worth. No. Okay, so let's get a few questions out of the way. Good morning, Chef Mel. How are you doing up there? Yeah, somebody was asking about it. John Doe was asking about Houdini in the UK. Yeah, see, even in the US, they're having to send MS or the warning labels. So like shipping it across is probably going to be ridiculously expensive because there's such restrictions on air travel and all that, and how many hoops I guess they have to jump through to be able to send aerosol overseas. So I don't know. I'm surprised you don't have something somewhat compatible anyway, but that stuff's just so unique. What I'm looking at is the cans of it over there. It just, out of all those lubricants, and speaking of lubricants, another one of those little live tips for you guys who are watching the live. Yes, lubricants is going to be coming back up. It is that time. So I personally don't know. Maybe some of you other guys overseas do, but I would think there would be at least a somewhat compatible good lubricant over there. I don't know. It's good stuff though. So going back to my thing, since the cancer warning, yeah, the whole cancer warning label thing is probably going to restrict trade a lot. So, um, what can you say? You know, almost everything we get now has a sticker on it, or has a thing to tell you to go to find the sticker. So going back to my live video here, we're gonna start doing a clear path. We're gonna try to structure this a little bit better than I have. I can record live from this. This is going to be one of my backup cameras, and I've been testing this sucker, of course, with a few videos and some stuff that I've put together. I've got clips going back the whole month that I've had the camera, and it can do live. I just have to get the encoder software set up to be able to switch between this and that, because like right now, instead of me just sitting here, I could actually be up there doing stuff. So this kind of limits me how it is right now. So we're still in practice phase, but hopefully we will get professional one day. In the meantime, yes, what else is going on? The giveaway I went over. I do need to put myself a cheat sheet up here. And there was something I was thinking about yesterday that I wanted to talk about. Somebody on another video had asked, I think it was Pete Woodfine. He had commented, and we were talking back and forth, and he had said something about tools. That's another set of videos, depending on work schedule, that I was going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a redo or a re-up or a current tools thing that hopefully is better than some of my previous tool videos. And I thought about that when I was on Reddit locksmithing, and somebody posted a horrible list of what to buy, what tools he was going to go to Amazon and buy. Mostly horrible. Some of it was okay, but most of it was horrible, and it just started me thinking. I went back on some of my older videos, and they're all kind of scattered, like they're all individually done, and it has been a while since I've done a total tool video, so I got to put one of those together when I get a chance. But in the meantime, what do y'all think about the, going back to the structured live thing? I guess I could probably, take input, on Monday or Tuesday, post one of the community things, and I don't even know, there's not that community setting where I just post a picture or something. I don't know. A lot of people don't seem to see those. I can't even see them unless I open through my app. I can't even see it through my app. I have to go to a browser style or a video or my page on Safari to even be able to go to the community tab to see that. So I'm not real fond of that way, and not everybody's on Twitter. So I'm not sure how to structure it other than getting more in tune with the YouTube live control panel and setting up a pre-notification somehow. So I guess that's what we'll be doing. Hopefully starting in next week. I got to play around with the cameras to figure it out. Okay, so going back to the comments. Matto, can you help me with a lock picking question? I was installing a deadbolt and the screw broke off halfway into the door. How would you remove and replace it? The screw broke off halfway into the door. Are you talking about the screw holding the latch in? Or the screw holding the deadbolts together, the front and back of the deadbolt? So I've got one somewhere around here. Like these screws or these screws. Hey, Mercury, in Melbourne, Australia. It is 3:24 a.m. Wow, you're up late or early. Yes, thank you for joining in at 3:30 in the morning. I don't think I would be joining in at 3:30. You must be a night owl or a morning owl, one of the two. But good to see you, Mercury. Thanks for chiming in and saying hi. Ryan, have you been able to open a master lock number 19? Have they ever been able to pick a master lock? I don't really. I mean, I've opened them all the time on different things, but if I don't pick it, I drill it. I mean, I'm a locksmith. If I'm in the field and trying to get a master number 19 off of a, most of the time it's like air conditioner unit and like the cages around air conditioner unit. A lot of times padlocks will be on those or chains going into businesses or stuff like that. And I mean, I'll just sit and rake it for a minute and then kill it. That's just how we do things. Because I don't care about that Master 19. Other than it's interfering me from doing what I need to do. Let's see. Ian, they always run me a minute. Hey, what's up? Good. Thanks, sir.
See you.
Alrighty. What is that? Spam? Ugh, more spam. Let's see. Locksmithing. So the deadbolt catch where the actual bolt. We're gonna help Matt here, y'all. So the deadbolt latch where the actual bolt goes into, not the deadbolt itself. The metal cup, one of the screw holes I was drilling to, broke in half. Wait, not the actual deadbolt. Okay, so yes, you're talking about this part. I mean, and it's broken in the wood because you didn't drill a pilot hole. I'm assuming, or it was a longer screw. Yes, pilot holes are necessary. It's tough to deal with when that happens. I've done it a lot. I've seen it done. I've had to bypass it. A lot of times, you're going to have to like drill into the screw itself, which of course is going to make the hole bigger. It's messy. It's just, I don't have a really good answer for that. If you have, most of the time what happens is you'll have a section about this hollow from the front edge of the door, then it's kind of hollow, and then your broken shaft right here, and then the little tip of your screw. Screws are incredibly hard to drill into, especially when it's going to walk through the wood. There's not a flat surface. Yeah, you're kind of you're kind of in trouble on that one. It's tough to deal with. You have to, if you do end up enlarging the hole too big, you have to countersink the face of the latch for a screw to be able to hold it on. That's one of those things where you're having a bad day. So I don't really have a good answer for that because it really depends on the door and how much you can maybe angle a screw in. If your door's got a wide enough gap in it, even with the angled screw, it may stick out a little bit. But if the gap's really tight, yeah, you're going to have some issues. Where all you can do is just drill it out and then patch the wood. But you're going to need the better drill bits, and it's going to walk and it's going to chew up all that wood behind it. So, kind of messy thing. Screws are yeah. I did take this reminds me, I took a test about, I think it was not last year or the year before for my access control license, and I'll always remember this question. It may have been on one of my videos, but it was, got a lot of glare going back up here, but the question was, involving alarm panels. When you mount an alarm panel, the question kind of went like, do you use these as multiple choice. Do you use the manufacturer screws? Do you use whatever you have? Do you use something else? Blah, blah, blah. And the correct answer was use the manufacturer screws. And I laughed so hard at that question. I almost never use manufacturer screws because they're crap and they break. Hey, Tin Man. Hello from the Middle East. Just about done with your deployment. All right, stay safe. Come on back. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for your service over there. Drill, put in those screws. Yeah, was it did you use a hand screwdriver or a impact gun? I have a major problem with impact gun going back to that list of tools we were talking about on Reddit. Whoever was buying those tools had mentioned that he was going to get an impact gun, but he never said he had a drill. If you're a new locksmith, don't buy an impact gun over just a drill. You need the drill way more. If you just get an impact gun to make it easier on you or whatever, don't do that. Just tough it out. But you need a drill before you need an impact gun. And Matt may not have used an impact gun, but I'm just thinking, hey, that reminds me. I want to say this. Don't buy an impact gun. Or you can buy one, just don't use it for certain things. And it happened on the last one. I know. Then just a regular drill. Yeah, I mean, drills can do it too. Mine does it too. I hate to say it, but I hate my red drill. I really do hate my red drill. I think I'll be going back to yellow after I kill this one. What's up, Jeff Moss? But go, Matt. So the final answer is you can drill it out, but it's a pain in the ass. You're gonna have to patch the wood. Just try to get, if you have enough gap, just try to get another screw in an angle, drill a pilot hole in an angle. Maybe you can run the pilot hole in beside the broken piece and just get a screw in at an angle. Of course, it's gonna sit out from the strike or from the face of the latch just a bit, but if you have enough clearance on your door, that's really all you can do. Tumble the Tumblers, Jeff. Jeff, this is Jeff's first live appearance, I believe. I want to say it is. I can't recall offhand, but told you that you wouldn't like the Milwaukee. Yeah, it. What gets me is when it stalls out. Like I'm drilling a 2 1/8 and it's like, just stops. my DeWalt never just stopped when I was drilling a 2 1/8 on a metal door. It was just like, it would get bogged down. But the Milwaukee bogs down and just cuts off. I guess the safety cut off. And yeah, I don't play that game. Hey, Access Locks, what's up? Yes, yellow and red. What we did, I got a red video a few months ago when I got the red. The DeWalt, I used the old battery, not the lithium batteries on the DeWalt, and it was heavier, but I liked that when you're up on a drill, drilling a door, having a lighter weight drill. To me, it just feels different. The Milwaukee, the light sucks. Of course, on my DeWalt, I didn't have a light, so that's new to me. But if they're going to put a light on something and make it shine below your center, drill bit, light, nothing. I mean, that's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It is good for like doing this, but it's not even bright enough to do that. I don't know how DeWalt's light is. I did before I bought it. I went through the YouTube videos and I don't know, the chuck is about the same. I do have some issues with the chuck gripping, but overall, I've used it. I've drilled enough holes. I just did a metal. I've done a metal actually every day last week. I drilled on a metal door. Thursday, Friday, Thursday. Yep, I put deadbolts in metal doors, all except for one of the days I did a wood door. Compared to the DeWalt, I just don't like it. I just don't like the feel of it. And the cutoff that it does just really pisses me off too. So I'll be going back to the DeWalt. I stopped in a few weeks ago and was working at the heart. Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody's going to be different. Some people are going to love the red. Some people are going to hate the red. I'm not hater or lover of each, but I preferred my old DeWalt. In fact, I still carry my old regular battery DeWalt as backup in the truck, even though the battery is, the balance. Hey Rune, see you there. It started smoking the first time I used it. Yeah, mine's not a fuel, I don't think. Mine's just a regular, but I don't know. It's just, if I was going to buy again, if I was going to recommend it to somebody, because I have used the red enough to figure it out, I used the DeWalt exclusively before that. There's one sitting back here. They make good, shop whatever, small holes. But when you're talking 2 1/8 inch hole in a metal door, commercial metal door, and it's totally different feel, totally different actions, how it acts, how it reacts, which is very important. And so yeah, I will be going back to yellow on that. So hey, whenever I kill the red one enough to justify getting the yellow, I'll have to go back to the yellow. So use cobalt drilling through metal. Bosch. Andy asked about a Bosch. I have not used Bosch in many years. We had some Bosch stuff around here for a while, but they were almost all corded, the old corded tools. I think my hammer drill that I never pull out in the very back, it's this monster drill type deal. I think it's Bosch. You can't kill those things. I mean they're expensive, but as far as I know, I don't know about the battery ones, but do great chisel tip cobalt drill bits. I buy exclusively cobalt drill bits, unless I get a cheap price on like a more of a name brand, and they're not cobalt. They're like black oxide, but I almost always get cobalt drill bits for everything. Alrighty, Rune is using a Bosch Blue 12 volt 3-inch angle grinder. Ryan says DeWalt drill. You are having to buy an adapter kit for the new batteries. Jeff, steel studs to run wall. Hey, DBDRM, Mr. 17. I'm just going to call you Mr. 17. It's easier than DBD. Don't you take my parking spot, lady. So yes, that is get a punch for steel studs. What you talking about, King Street? Oh, mute. Hey,
Hello.
how are you? The mute button on the microphone's handy. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't punch through a steel stud though. Lock internals and hinges. What I carry in my truck is Houdini. I've done Matt, if you haven't seen my lube video, if you have a spare ridiculous 45 minutes to go watch me talk about lubricant, I've done a lubricant video. Just type SE lock and key lubricant. But in my truck, I keep Houdini for locks. I keep contact cleaner, and I keep Ultra Lube is my favorite for hinges. And I have actually, what was it? About a week ago, I ran up on something that I hadn't been on in, I want to say it's been about a year and a half, maybe a year and a half. And at the time, I'd sprayed Ultra Lube on it. And when I took the lock apart, it was still lubricated with that same lubricant. I could tell it was the same stuff. So it's a good heavier lubricant for like internals of mortise locks, but I used it on recently. It may not be available everywhere, but I have basically whatever heavier lubricant you like Triflow would be good because it's really greasy and I think it hangs around for a while. But yes, I've done it, and I will be doing an update on the lubricant video because they are all still in the very back here in a box. We did not throw any of that away. I'm frozen, man. What? I'm frozen? What do you mean I'm frozen? Let it go. I am frozen. Shoot. Okay. Dang it. Thank you for alerting me to that. I thought I had do not disturb on that phone. Apparently I did not. Better video frozen than audio. Well, yeah, that's true. I'll be sitting here talking. Everybody be like, I can't hear you. Oh, yes. That's what happened. It triggered a setting on my phone to go off. Even though I have Do Not Disturb on it, triggered it off. I'm not a professional. I checked out Streamlabs, and I've actually loaded it on my phone and all that. It's like more for gamers, like live streaming. There are ways to set up remote cameras, which is what I was trying to do right before 11 o'clock slipped up on me, but I did not have any success with it. And another one is with something lab, Widget Labs or something like that. And it's supposed to let you do 2 cameras, switch back and forth with little cut throughs. So ideally, when a customer comes in, instead of me just muting and you watching me, I can run like video clips. That's what I'm ideally going to go for. I'm going to try to merge in whatever content, like if I get some clips of the video in the week before and it's Saturday and I have to do something, I can run the video clips that I already have prepared. And all that takes quite a bit of work, I've discovered. So, but I'm doing it for you guys. Trying to figure it out for you guys. So, you sure can sit still. I know, okay. All right, well, we've got kind of a quiet day. Don't forget while y'all are here to hit that thumbs up button, guys. I'd appreciate that. Don't forget. And look around. There are a few other, like I said earlier, there are a few other YouTubers that are, I'll come back in and I'll edit this description so it'll come out, but I guess we're going to Saturday live. Somewhere got to come up with a hashtag. I'm claiming my 11 to 12 o'clock spot, but I know Lockpicking Patrolman is trying to do the live feed. I know Helpful Lockpicker is doing his live feed, and a few other ones have started doing it. So, yeah, interesting. But I claim my 11 o'clock spot, my Saturday morning live. All right, thanks for stopping in, Mercurl. He is off to bed. Have a great day as well. Have a great today, 3:25. So, yeah, have a great day when you get back up. Hey, Lockpicking Belfast, what's up? Tin Man, you sure can sit still. No, I can't really say. You're being cynical, right? I'm not a sitting still type person. Yes, those thumbs up went up. Thanks, guys, for doing that. I appreciate it. It was at 5 before I said that, and now it's at 9. Yes. So finally, if y'all weren't here earlier in the broadcast, we'll point this out again. This will be my little task for Sunday while y'all are stock lock Sundaying. I'll be adding and subtracting and getting the list together for the winner. Good luck to everybody who had entered that contest. The time is over for that, so no more entries. But that was, do you like Pop-Tarts? And if you notice, I did that on purpose so that we would not get an over amount. I helped restrict you guys' odds of winning by not posting giveaway in the title. So I did that on purpose. My loyal viewers, mostly my loyal viewers. I almost think somebody slipped out and put that out there. Hey, dude's giving away stuff, go enter, because I had a lot more comments than I usually do. I don't know, a lot of people don't comment on videos, but I kind of had a few weird comments that came through, and I was like, why? So I think somebody posted that somewhere when I was giving stuff away. Oh yeah, Brian said he'll always tune into my live feed. Thank you, and congrats on 3,000. Yep, we're 3,070 now. So yes, it has been a journey with the subs. I am one of those like on eBay. We have an eBay store, and it's really slow. We don't sell a lot like a lot do, and they've got the feedback score, is a number. And when we go from 1,000 to 2,000 for a while, they would send out like these pink and purple heart. Congratulations, you're a top seller with whatever feedback or whatever level. And there's always that bracket from level. I'm just comparing this to subscribers, but there's always that bracket from like 3,000 to 10,000. And you always feel like you're not accomplishing a lot because you hadn't gone from the 3 to the 10 when before it was, oh hey, 100 subscribers, oh hey, 1,000 subscribers, oh hey, 2,000, 3,000, whatever. 3,000. It's just infuriating that it almost feels like you're trying to reach that next goal. I blame eBay for that. Did my camera drop down or did my screen drop down? Okay, my screen dropped down. So yes, it is cool to have 3,000 subscribers, but I'm just gonna keep pushing forward. What can you do? Oh yeah, it disappeared. That was my freeze. The freeze frame was me. Boom. Yes, already working on getting better with it. So we are coming up on 11:47. We still have a few minutes to go. And, I had, like I said yesterday or this morning, I had a topic that I thought of yesterday that I was going to talk to you guys about. And I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. So, I guess we'll just go on to, if y'all have any ideas, or if you've ever streamed, or if you're computer literate at all, feel free to send me an email. My email's out there, SE_Lock_Key, or post it on a comment or whatever if you have any ideas for me to do. But I do, with some of the streaming services, I have the option to put a clip of, like, you can put different widgets in with on different sides of the screen, like up here. I could have videos and I could be like a news anchor, and yesterday we did this, and show the clip here. So that's my end goal with live streams, instead of just me sitting here blah 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 with no purpose, no focus. I want to try to make this more cohesive and turn it better into a video, because after all, after the live, it's a video afterwards, so people will be able to go back and watch it. So you'll think of it at 5 minutes after the computer. Okay, so business startup topic. Business startup topic. Yes, some of the videos from last time, some of the ideas, somebody wanted me to use the Framing 2 and the 1200. And I, again, going back to one of my earlier statements, was just crazy as heck last week. But some of the ideas floating around in my head are, a lot of people were interested in my off-the-cuff reply to somebody who asked about how to start a business or whatever. So basically the social media video, the machine using, the update on the lubricant, and get my life down straight, or my 5 kind of major goals for, like, say, the next month or so. And once I can tick those off the list, another one's going to pop up. So yeah, business startup, the tool series that I'm redoing, so actually that's 6 or 7, just gets piled up. Going back to, I need a YouTube team now. So that I can just be like, here's the video footage while I'm doing this, you go edit this footage. And that could be a what are you doing? That could be a remote possibility too, maybe. Hey, Brian, you were the first locksmith channel found on YouTube. Yes. I'll be starting a part-time locksmith business when I get my business license. Found your videos very helpful. I'm glad that you have found my videos helpful. I do try to share whatever you want to call it, knowledge. People are crazy today. That I can, and you know, just it's always going to be random. It's just whatever I think of, whatever you guys recommend. So that's some of my future stuff. And I appreciate you being here, Brian. Good luck on getting your business started up. King Street said that I'll think of it 5 minutes after I turn the camera off. Yep, I'll tweet it. Mr. 17, thumbs up. Yes, that thumbs up has climbed. Fred, honestly, I like this format. Just being able to ask anything at all is nice. Well, I mean, it'll still be that way, but I do want to make it better because, like I said at the very beginning of this video, if I've done something 5 or 6 times, I should be getting progressively better at it, not having to, you know, be over there messing with the camera when I start the live. Of course, that's kind of my fault because I got here actually early today to do this. Usually don't get to the shop until right before 10. We open at 10. And I got here at like 9-ish to try to get a jump on all this, and I got distracted trying to upload the streaming thing that didn't work out, so that kind of screwed me up this week again. But maybe if Jason, Brian, thanks again for watching. And King Street, maybe Jason gets a head up a day or two before. Okay. Right now, I'm going to say it. This, from 11 to 12 o'clock, go ahead and expect a live. From this moment, hear ye, from this moment forward, we will do Saturday morning live every Saturday at 11 o'clock, 11-ish. Hear ye, hear ye. There's your heads up, King Street. Ryan, yes, thumbs up. Jerry, thanks for doing this. This is awesome. Yes, and we're going to try to make it more awesome because this, to me, has become unacceptable. Unacceptable. I want to be able to shoot a image over here. I want to be able to throw in clips. I can't do that from there to here. All I can do is watch my comments. So once I get my streaming software figured out, we are going to be able to throw in clips. Because I've got all this real estate, and when y'all are sitting here watching all that. No, over here. Y'all are over here sitting watching this. There's nothing going on. I could literally be like, have stuff over my shoulder, put together clips of stuff that I never upload, attach it in, do it. You know, that's the kind of thing that I want to do. And also so that I can throw that clip up there and I can maybe talk about that instance. So, yes, we're going to make this more awesome. A legal proclamation, Jerry said, yes. Put it in your phone calendars. G Keyman is right, yes. Go ahead and just set it right now. I'm claiming my spot, so I'm going to go ahead and claim that we're going to do this every Saturday. Torch, yes, padlocks. I'm setting the alarm as soon as the live ends, Ian said. Oh, kind of tough to do some days, especially if it's busy, but I think it's working out now that I got the camera set up right. I'll be able to mute the microphone. Once I get the streaming software set up, if I have something that I've got to do, I can like have some pre-made clips just ready to click and y'all can watch me do whatever. I actually this morning had gotten up early. Technically, I got up early to go buy a vacant and open the door because I didn't get to it yesterday, but I was still running short on time and I wanted to get up here before the coffee crew took on my parking places. So this morning was yet again just another thing. So me making that proclamation is actually me saying, hey, I'm now going to have to get up early every day and be more prepared and be more focused on doing this. So I kind of screwed myself there, but I enjoy doing it. So I hope most of you guys seem to enjoy doing it. And I have not gotten any thumb down yet. So I guess what's his name? Thumb downer dude hadn't shown up. Do I use a GoPro? I actually use 2 GoPros. GoPro Black 7. I've got a video. A lot of people are using this for clickbait videos now because it does pull in a lot of views. So I unabashedly do clickbait videos sometimes just to kind of boost my view count. So sorry about that, but it's just part of YouTube. And I will be doing number 8 idea is taking some of the clips that I've done with super view, wide view, and linear view. I could actually live broadcast from this GoPro, and I've got my session in my bag back there. which is the little cube one, which was my original GoPro. The black downloads much faster, and of course, this session does not have all the live capabilities. So yes, in the future, you will be seeing in one of the alternate camera angles. Say we have something, I got to go over here to my rekey bench to do it. Aside from having the microphone way over here, that's going to be the issue, is getting the microphone, the audio, because as far as I can find, I can do multiple camera angles, but I can't shift audio. SE lock and key. Okay. Engine 3/8. For engine 3/4 door. Yeah, I know which one you need though. So it's not a full. Your tailpiece isn't a full 1 inch. It's a 3/4 inch, correct? Okay. And I'll have to get Kim to call you for the information Monday because she ships all that out. What's your phone number? What's your phone number? And your name? Okay. I'll get her to call you Monday. Yeah, thank you for watching. All right. Bye. Schlage tailpiece order from my Schlage tailpiece video. Oh, I didn't mute it. I'm on holiday. Oh, you get to go on holiday in Blackpool. Wow, that sounds cool. Nah, you can always watch it later. Even if you miss the live, you can always tune into it later. That's the cool thing about it. Jerry, picking locks is fun, but I was thinking about trying to get into the locksmith field, but it's just like Knights Templar, very hard to break into. Yes, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I don't focus on lock picking. I only lock pick when I have to either get into a house or have to do it as part of the job. I don't actually do really teaching or anything like that lock picking, and it's not really a big thing for a locksmith to do. I've said that in multiple videos, including my Locksport, my wildly popular Locksport views video, but it's a whole lot different. Last week, I think, no, I mean, to me, it's no big deal. But okay, yesterday I had to pick 9 lever handles. I could have had to have picked 55-ish. It was between 50 and 55. Lost key situation, but I picked 9 of them that had been locked shut, and but then after that you have to decode the cylinders, you have to cut all these keys, so the picking of the 9 locks maybe took 15 minutes total because they weren't that hard to get into, but the hard part of the work, the big part of the work, was decoding them, figuring out, staring at master key charts, figuring out what they did. And it was pretty interesting. I will say this about that whole experience yesterday. Somebody took a Schlage 55 doors. When I picked some of the cores, I found an AA, an AB, and an AC core. Luckily, they had Sharpied it on there, and one of them was like A1, and then I picked another one, pulled it, and it was like AB3. And so I was like, Then I picked another one that was locked, and it was like AC, and I was like, wow. Multi-tiered master key system here, right? The guy just was thinking they were all keyed the same. Once I got on the site, I knew they weren't all keyed the same because it was a big brand new doors, but they had stopped working on it. Long story short, I had to decode the whole master key system, and I found out what they did. It was pretty interesting. Whoever did the system, or whoever cut the keys originally, took part of a Schlage original system, and I know it was a Schlage original system because it had a max of 7. I was actually going to do a whole video on this, but this may have been what I was thinking that I was going to talk about. Max of 7. If you're using a 14 MC wheel, you have to stay with 6 because when you do, and I've done a max video as well, but you have to use a 6 max instead of 7 max, which really, unless you have the Schlage wheel, because it will make your pointed key. Well, they had used 7, and I never have bothered to buy the Schlage cutter for my 1200, so I always 6 maxed those systems. But once I figured out, when I decoded, when I pulled the pins on a few, I figured out that they'd done that. They'd actually taken the submaster, the master was the submaster, and the submasters were the page masters, and then they had picked. So with page masters, you have like AAA and AAB, AAC, and then AAA 1 through X, say 38. In my instance, it was 38, 1 through X, 1 through 38. They had taken 36, 37, 38. No, 36, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. And then AB or AAB, they had taken 12, 13, 14, and 15 to make a 10-tiered submaster system. In other words, they had picked and choose. And now I've done that with master key systems because in traditional just master key systems, when it pulls up, your A1 key is always going to be like 0, 0 or 0, 1. And sometimes you don't want to use that. So I can see why they did it, but I found it very interesting. And it took me a minute to figure out their coding. But as soon as I figured out it was a 7 max system instead of a 6 max, I was able to figure it all out. So anyway, that is a quick, brief overview, which stems from him saying, "I want to get a locksmith." It's a lot more difficult than just picking the locks. And Fred replied to him, "Find a locksmith in your area." That's really, yeah. I mean, you can do some stuff on your own, but you can also, like I mentioned last week, you can get into trouble on your own. So, access any tips for a mobile locksmith wanting to set up a brick and mortar shop. If you are by yourself, that's going to be very difficult because obviously you have to have somebody to run the shop while you're doing other stuff. If you have that capability, you can often find places to lease in town. It may not be ideal. We are in an ideal area because it's very walkable. I have some other locksmiths in my area have a non-walkable. In other words, you have to go there. So we pull in a lot of random customers just from walking around. So I always try to tell people find a busy shopping center, find maybe an older shopping center. The new stuff's going to be really expensive per square foot or yard or whatever they want to do. But now the number one thing is you got to realize you got to have 2 people. And luckily I have Kim to run the shop and she cuts keys and all that. So I've never been a strictly mobile locksmith. When I started here a long time ago, it's just all been kind of natural to me to be in a shop type place. And I always say this is really, the shop really is not the only place. It could be anywhere. The shop is just a place to keep all your stuff. However, since our shop is in a huge walking neighborhood type area, it is also benefits the customers from being able to walk in. Fred says, "I'm trying to work out a schedule. My local wants to start training myself. It is hard to find a locksmith that's willing to, even harder to find a locksmith that's not, to find someone worth training." Yes, and yes, Fred brings that up. We've had employees over the years, and we have fired many employees over the years. So it's a two-way street. Sometimes just doing it by yourself is the only way. And when I started here, I was, we're going overtime. Actually we started late, so we're still under an hour. When I started here, I knew how to rekey locks, I knew how to do it. And the first day I started, the owner was sick, and we had job scheduled, and he called in sick on my very first day. So the girl that ran the shop at the time, who passed away from cancer, rest in peace, I didn't really know her real well, but she sent me right out to do a job, and I had to go rekey a 4-door house with old Weiser deadbolts. I knew how to rekey the locks, but I didn't know the trick of throwing the deadbolt latch out before I put them together. So that threw me off, and I very clearly remember this for some reason. But I was like, I just tried and tried and tried, and I know that poor lady probably waited for me for probably 2 or 3 hours to just figure not that out, but to do the whole job. But it's gonna take a long time to learn how to do it quickly. So, okay, y'all are talking to each other. So, yes, it's getting on up there. If you have not done so, 28 people watching. Thanks again, y'all. If you have not hit that, dang you. 27 people watching and only 15 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button before you go. We are about to go. And stay tuned for, again, if you see the community settings where I post information, that will probably be maybe some of my updates, because that's really the only way YouTube lets you do it now. Some of my updates in that this week in my spare time at night, I'm going to be working on getting the different camera, getting the encoder software set up so that we can throw in a little bit more interesting stuff and have a focus for Saturday Morning Live 7.0, which will be next week, because as I said earlier, for those who weren't here, we will be doing this every Saturday from 11 to 12, 11-ish to 12-ish. So, only showing 2 thumbs up. John Day, I think you need to refresh your screen because I've got 19 now. Thanks, whoever just thumbed up. And so watch out for, I don't really know how it works, but I know if you hit the notifications, I don't know if it tells you that I posted to a community, but you can always, on any video, because I read all my comments, you can always, if you think of something that I have not covered in this video as far as what you want to see, again, we're the machines, business, startup, whatever help I can give you on that, because it has been a while. And the tools thing, and catching up on the lubricant, and getting this live straightened out. That is what I'll be focused in on this week, what my brain will be focused in on. And hey, Antonio Rodriguez from Arizona, appreciate you stopping in. You were catching the very end of this. I don't know if you've been here or if you just joined in, but you were catching the very end of this live. So after we get done with the live, it will freeze up for a little bit and then resolve, and then you'll be able to go back and watch the rest of it. So again, I appreciate all you guys. You can leave a comment here if you have any other ideas that I have not gone over. If you know of any encoding software, I know not many of you guys do live videos, so it's kind of on my own with this. And Lockpicking Patrolman is doing his live videos. He may be doing one later today if you're not subbed to him. Go check it out. And wow, if I could turn the camera around, I'd show you how bad that guy just parked. I actually had somebody come in here and want me to pull my camera footage because a girl parked so close to him he couldn't get it. And I did. I pulled the camera footage. She walked off across the street. Like, what am I going to do? I'll pull the camera footage for you, but you're going to go chase her down? He probably would have if she wouldn't have shown back up. I've made her promise. I know. How often do I do these? Antonio, you were just joining in. Obviously, we are going to be doing these every Saturday morning from 11-ish to 12-ish. That's the answer that I'm giving you. I'm giving everybody the notification right now. Every Saturday morning live, will be going on here at SE Lock and Key. I appreciate all you guys for joining in, chatting with me. Make sure if you have just joined in to let this video resolve, check the channel back. Make sure you're subscribed, and it will pop up as just a regular video, and you can go watch the rest of it. And all you guys who are here, Fred, Jerry, King Street, John, Brian, Antonio, just joining in, and all those who have already... hey, Bart, I didn't see you slip in there earlier. Torch, G Keyman, all you guys who always join me on these live videos, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate y'all hitting me with the thumbs up as well. Mark Earl, Tin Man, don't know who all's still here. Rune, Matt, hope you get your broken screw out or get that fixed. And Mr. 17, because I'm not calling you DBD anymore. Ryan, and everybody else who commented in this video. Jeff, if you're still with us. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to get this wrapped up now so that I can go try to work on some of those projects that I've just talked about in this video. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope y'all have a great Sunday. I hope y'all have a great week coming up. And yeah, we'll catch y'all next video. Appreciate it. See ya. I'm gonna take the long way though. Because I need this light on. Catch you next video, guys. Here. You like that? That's a great job right there, isn't it? Okay, stop. Yeah, great job, right? All right.